Hello, welcome to Gav's Drams. Well, I'll pour these two first and then we'll discuss them and tell you the story. We got the pack today. This series went on sale yesterday, so I'm a day behind. I'll do two tonight, two tomorrow, two on Monday and one on Tuesday. There's only 7 in this pack. And it's the authentic collection. It's been everywhere. We didn't get a note through the door. So Cadenheads gave me a tracking number and said it's in the local post office. The local post office says, yes, that's a track number, but we have not got it. Got back in touch with Cadenheads again and they said it's in St John's, it's the post office in John's Road. Now that's not my local post office. So I'm down this morning and the lady was very helpful, properly gave her my name, she got a big book out, yes, it came here last week, went in and got it, ID. So why it ended up there, I don't know, but it ended up there. So I'll pour the first two. I'll run through this authentic pack with you. Benrinnes 18-year-old, £85. Bourbon. Benrinnes 25-year-old, £235. Tomato, 18-year-old, £85. Almugden, 5 years of age, £70. Glentalkers, 17-year-old, £85. Tullybarden, 12 years of age, £60. Aboonahaven, 11-year-old, £75. The only two are bourbon. Now, I've poured them, the only first two are bourbon, so I'll do them together. And have I got a bit of paper? No, let me see. I should have. I don't think you need it. You can see the colour. Number 1's a lot lighter. Number 2's a little bit darker. The two of them are bourbon. So I'll put the lid on. No, I'll not put the lid on, I'll just let them breathe. So we'll start with number 1, Benrinnes 18-year-old. It's a bourbon, and then you've got Benrinnes 25-year-old. So that's definitely a lot lighter. Benrinnes is a Speyside. Benrinnes is a northern west. Highland West. It actually comes from, where does it come from? Fort William. Two of them are non-peated. So let's look at this first one. We'll bring it up. We'll look at the legs. It's nice and pale. It's nice legs on it. Now we're going to be looking at the difference between an 18-year-old and a 25-year-old. There should be a difference. I think that's why that's darker. It's obviously been in the cask a little bit longer. I would think that's why. Solid line around them. That one, the legs are thinner than that one. That's obviously because, is it because it's stronger? Let me see. 52%. The two of them are 52, one's 52, one's 59. The two of them are roughly the same. So, I love Benrinnes, but you don't normally get it in a bourbon. It's normally a sherry cask, and sherry cask suits the spirit, so I don't really know how it will go in a bourbon. So, not much nose prickle, if any. Very fresh. Oranges. Non-peated, as we said. Vanilla. It says here Granny Smith apples. Well, you normally get that. That might be the sweetness. There is a sweetness coming from it. Now let's look at this one. Now this is the one, I bought this. I'm buying a lot of old whiskies at the moment. I'm buying less, but I'm spending the same. My budget's the same. I'm not, you hear people saying, oh my budget's £60, my budget's £70. I wouldn't buy anything. But people have got their reasons for that. But I look at, what do you spend in whiskey a year? What do you spend in whiskey a month? So rather than buy 2 bottles a month, just buy one. Or even buy one every 2 months, and then you could get the more expensive whiskies. A lot of people will not think the expensive whiskies are worth the money. I certainly believe they are. I love old whiskies, I love the softness about them, I just love everything about it. I love that you can get the cask. I just like old whiskies. That doesn't mean to say, excuse me, they're all good, that you will be disappointed. And there's a lot of cheaper and younger whiskies out there, very, very good. I bought one today, which I'll be doing shortly. I've got an awful lot to do, which is good. I've got enough to keep me going for at least 10 weeks, which is brilliant. So, we'll bring this to the nose. Now that's a different nose. That's a thicker nose. Getting more from that nose than I am that nose. That's a little bit more gentler. That nose is quite strong. I'm getting honey. January strawberry tart, barley sugar maybe. Yep. Certainly barley sugar. But they're two nice noses, but that seems to be thicker. It definitely does. And it looks a bit thicker. So anyway, let's bring this one up to the nose, get a wee sugar. Bring it to the palate. There's a lot going on in that. Oh, it arrives quite quick. Then it starts to do it develops, it starts to do its thing. So the palate, there's a wee bit of sourness creeping in it, just a wee bit. There's a lot in that nose, in that palate, enough of it, very spicy. I like that. Now, I would have bought a couple of these, but I can't buy them all, and I plumped for the nevis at £2.35 where I could have bought 3 at £80. It's just the way it goes, but that is a very, very nice dram. I like that. Benrinnes 18 is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And we'll talk about the difference in the taste and is it worth going that extra 7 year, and is it worth going all that extra money? But that's lovely. There's a sweetness to that. I see when they're talking about the apples, there's a lovely sweetness to it. I'm looking for a sourness coming in at the back here, and it's not really happening. That's pleasant. Now, if they've still got that next month, I might buy it. I can't buy it this. I bought enough of what this week. Spent a lot of money at Campbelltown last month, and I'm way over my budget this month with one bottle of whisky. I bought something else in another shop, which I'll get round to. Okay, so let's bring this up. It feels thicker. It definitely does. That's even pleasanter. that's thicker. There's a wee bit of heat coming through it, just a wee bit, but it's so pleasant. Well, there's a lot in that, an awful lot in that. What one is the nicest? Just be ahead the Benrinnes. So you could buy three of these. No, two of these. Two of these in a bit. 3 each or 2 for nearly 3 of these. But you want to go for the old whiskey. Each to their own. It really is each to their own. As I say, I've got plenty of whiskey, so why do I want to buy 3 every month when I can just buy one and get a nice portfolio of some nice old whiskies, which I enjoy. That's lovely. It took a lot to beat that, but that is nice. There's no doubt in it. The Ben, is it worth the money? Well, to get a decent 25-year-old, you're going to pay that. It's as simple as that. You're going to have to pay that. £235. It's a lot of money. Will it make money at auction? Maybe 5-6 years time down the line it will. Are you buying it to enjoy and drink with your friends? That's it. I mean, it's something special. I've got a lot of lovely whiskies. I've got a lot of whiskies that are quite sharp as well, and I want to try and get rid of them, and I want to be able to sit and enjoy my dram, and that's beautiful. So is that. I can't make up my mind. That's definitely thicker. There's no doubt about it. That's thicker. That's a little bit thinner. If I was tasting them blind, I would not know there was 7 years between them. That's truthfully. I just wouldn't know. That is just as nice as that. It really is. It really is just as nice as that. So I might go back and buy the Benrinnes. I'm stuck between the two of them. I know that's older. I know that's thicker. But that Benrinnes is gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. But so is that. Well, that should be. That's the thing. That should be stunning. At the price you're paying for it, it should be. The price you're paying for that, it doesn't necessarily need to be stunning. What's another one? Get a wee drink of water. Okay. They're different. They're different. That's worth the money. There's no doubt about that. It's worth the money. Cracking gram at that price. I suppose if you want a decent 25-year-old whiskey, you have to pay for that. Yeah, that's what you have to pay for. Anyway, it's quite a difficult one. I'll let you make up your own mind. You'll have your own opinion of buying expensive whiskey, old whiskey. Tell me what you think. Thanks for watching Gab's Drams. I'll do another 2 tomorrow night, and I'll do another 2 Monday night, and I'll do 1. Then we'll go on to the Springbank case. We'll work through that. Now in the Springbank case, I'm only going to pour half of it and try and review on half, because Springbank are doing it live on the 17th of July on Facebook and on YouTube, and it's worth noting. And it'd be nice to go through that way to see what they think. But if you buy them, it's a worth £40 that pack. It really is worth £40. There's no doubt about it. I've got to pay for that, so I get my cadenheads free. to taste, which is brilliant, because I buy an awful lot of cadenheads, buy a lot of Springbank as well, but I pay for that. It's worth the money, and even if I wasn't getting these free, I would be paying for them. I wouldn't hesitate. I think they're a great idea. But I'm sorry I didn't get this at the time, but it wasn't really Cadenhead's fault. I don't know whether it was the post office fault. They never put a card through the door. That was the problem. And then when Cadenheads gave me the tracking number, we tracked it when it said it's in your local post office. So I went to my local post office and they said, according to this, and they couldn't find it. Then they weren't very organised, to be honest. They went into the back and were pulling stuff out. It was ridiculous, and I thought, well, you're not very organised. I went into the St John's post office today. I explained to her, she took the tracking number off me. She got a book out. She went through the book. She says, what's your name? She says, there, it's there. Yes, it's here. And it was there. Told her what shelf it was on. Told her where it was. She went in. Can I get ID? Certainly. Blah, blah, blah. Totally organised. So hopefully it goes to the St John's post office the next time. But it was totally, it's been a bit of a mess. It really has been a bit of a mess. But these things happen. But it went stale yesterday. We'll get them done. The next lot will be interesting. One's a Tom and Tool, and it's a refill Oloroso cask. Under Mockton, it's an Oloroso, but going two chairs Oloroso, but Tullib Abden, it's a Pedro Jimenez cask, and the Buna Haben is what's that? Amontillado hogshead. So they'll all be different, but none of them really. They're all good prices, to be honest. Well, I think they're good prices. The only expensive one is that Benrinnes, but I got a wee short in the shop today, just a wee short, because I leave the car I was driving, and I just had a wee taste. So hopefully get these out tomorrow night, and we'll get through them, and then we'll get them. But I reckon I've got enough to do for the next 7-10 weeks, and we'll try and do a series. So I've put what I bought at Campbelltown off a bit to get these done, and then we'll get what I bought at Campbelltown done. Thanks for watching Gav's Drams. Stay safe. Very clammy today. Be nice to sit with a nice dram tonight. Enjoy your whiskey. Whiskey's for sharing. It's all about fun. It's a fantastic community. The whiskey community is a fantastic community. So press the bell, press the subs button, comment, please comment, and thank you, and we'll see you in a couple of days. Cheers. Bye.